Alright, hey guys, this is Blood Cooker, and I'm going to be bringing you, oh man, it is a PvP on Antigua Shipyard. We have none other than the good old dandy Woodhaus, spawning in the red at the bottom right hand corner, bottom left hand corner, what am I talking about? And then we have none other than Aurelius, spawning in blue at the top right corner, and being very shiny indeed. Being Scipio's brother, both very talented players, that is for sure. And I learned how to take away the overlay, so we're golden now. We are absolutely golden. I am actually very happy about seeing PvP, because PvP is a hilarious matchup. Crap! Is a hilarious matchup to watch. That is for sure. Mostly because it's very close, very tight, and it's all about unit control, because it ends up being mirrored. On this map, gateway going down a little bit earlier for Aurelius than for Woodhaus. There we go. Alright, so gateways are about the same time. On this map, you get your main base with the little cloud thing back here. Crap. And then you come down to this ramp and you get to your natural expansion. Natural expansions are very easy to take, especially on this map, guarded fairly well. And then the third, especially, super easy to take. The only thing you got to worry about is those destructible rocks. So Protoss really love this map, but not for PvP, mostly because I've never heard of Protoss that likes PvP. So both probes on either side being a little bit sneaky. What is that, a pylon coming down with the gas. So they're about the same builds here. It looks like Woodhaus actually has a 2-worker lead over his opponent. So this is a pretty interesting play here. Opting to get 2 workers extra for a very delayed cybernetics core. But if he's not planning to do any aggression, this might actually pay off. And here we go, second gas down for Aurelius. This is huge. We do not see a second gas. Oh, it's a pro party. It's a pro party. Run, little guy. No, he's dead. That was fun. And they're like, all right, guys, get back to work. No second gas for Woodhaus. So, oh, geez, this could be telling of what we're gonna see in the future from Woodhaus. Usually second gas means you want to go for some sort of tech. That is, unless you don't use it. I've seen a lot of Protoss players just kind of make it as a precautionary measure, more so than anything else, just in case they need that second gas. Yeah, so I'm guessing this is going to be more of a precautionary second gas, but we'll see. I'm glad that both players aren't just blindly foregating, and watch me eat my words as they both blindly foregate. That would be absolutely horrible. 3 gateways actually down for Aurelius, so he's opting. Wow, he's already 6 workers behind. Actually, that's not 6 workers, is it? No, it's definitely not 6 workers. But he's definitely supply behind. Only 3 workers behind. But you know, in PvP, every little bit counts. Gateway coming out. Woodhaus is using both the gas. Gonna go ahead and throw down another pylon, because I guess that's what Protosses do, man. Robo Bay, so I'm really excited what he's gonna do with this. Probably, if I were to guess, he'd probably get some immortals with an observer, because what else do you do with a Robo Bay? Chrono boosting that warp gate, so I wonder if we're gonna see a 3-gate Robo timing attack, maybe. Woodhaus building sentries, which is usually an indicator of he wants to play defensively, and the Robo Bay going down. So almost identical builds with, within reason, obviously. And the Automaton 2000 is just kind of chilling, because that's what Automaton 2000s do. They don't do anything. Yep. So here we go. First immortal coming out now. Sentries are out. So this is one of the better PvPs where people just don't foregate, which is awesome, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, watching foregates is kind of hilarious. But, no, see, these sentries on both sides are indicators that they want to macro up. So, guys, we're going to be seeing a macro game for the first one. Alright, can I get fist pumps all across the world? Everyone loves to see a macro game PvP. Unless there's a bunch of Colossus involved. But, you know, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. Another mortal coming out for Aurelius. Oh, and the last time in the tournament, I seem to remember Aurelius. He did decently. I mean, it wasn't a fantastic showing of his true skill, but he definitely played pretty well. And so did Woodhaus, but I feel like Woodhaus, who happens to be Ken Lender, who happens to be the guy who's, you know, running half the show because Blake Mickey Yabatawikabataj is running the other half of the show. He was really busy, and I'm guessing he didn't have enough time to do much practicing, and so he didn't do too hot either. But if I remember correctly, winner of this game fights Scora, and Scora is quite a decent player, so I guess we'll have to see. Hey, that means we're going to be in another PvP no matter what. And loser fights Freaks. Yeah, that probe, oh, that poor probe, I feel so bad. Aurelius moving out. Are these exact same unit compositions? We have 2 immortals for Aurelius, but that's sacrificed in the fact that he has a stalker and another sentry and more zealots. So one immortal needs to do tons of damage, but it's going to be hard with all these extra units. Here comes the battle. Force fields going down, trapping. Oh, trapping in the entire army. And here we go, folks. The huge battle going on. Stalkers and zealots not able to get it. This immortal is in the back. He's being guarded by force shields. Here comes the zealots and the stalkers. Oh no! Immortals targeting each other. Could it be? Could the force fields actually be in help for Aurelius more so than they were helpful for Woodhaus? But no, better force fields for Woodhaus here. Stalker being taken out, Sentry also being destroyed, and it's just one immortal left. Those 2 observers are laughing at the whole event. And there is the final death. The pylon being taken out. Excellent work by Woodhaus. Gotta give it to him. Oh, jeez. Gotta give it to him. That was excellent control. Nice force fields. It's not every day you see something like that. And is he going to go ahead and push out? That is going to be the question of the day. Both players taking expansions at the exact same time. So, whoa, where was that camera going? So that makes me really happy. I'm excited to see this. This immortal has 5 kills. 5 kill immortal equals immortal with win. Lots of win. Surprising amount of zealots coming out from Aurelius. And he has a ton of gas. So I'm wondering what he's going to spend that gas on. Oh, and I think we just answered the other person's question. He's getting Robo Bay Tech. Here we go, guys. Robo Bay Tech on the way. Here comes another engagement here. Force fields going down. Zelt's going to run in the front. They're just walk around the force fields. That immortal needs to target the stalkers and not the other zealots. Here comes everyone, everything else running in a big line. Force field going down. Are they going to be able to get the sentry? Yes. Sentry goes down, and the army's like, "All right, guys, we did our duty. Let's go home. We got to kill. We're fine." Stalkers being super fast, immortals and zealots and sentries being super slow, because I guess that's what they do. Nice pylon placement. I like this a lot. Warping in on the low ground can be very useful. Just that much more, or that much less time to get to your opponent's base that way. And alright, so let's take a look at the worker count here for both players. Aurelius is in the lead with workers by almost 10. We're getting close to 10 now, but then a bunch of workers came out, which is definitely good, especially for Aurelius. His base is a little bit more ahead of Woodhaus, but I don't think it's going to make too big of a deal. And his main is slightly oversaturated. Which again isn't that big of a deal. But Aurelius opting to go for more zealot-heavy composition, which I actually really like this. Zealots basically nullify the immortals, but that Woodhaus has actually, because immortals, well, I mean, yeah, they do 20 damage, but they can be so more effective versus stalkers doing what, 50 damage? Yeah, I thought so. And so going for those zealots is actually a really good idea. Unfortunately, the amount of stalkers that's in this army and sentries are going to do tons of work against those zealots. So we'll have to see. This is a fantastic play Double upgrading, getting them out as fast as possible. This is absolutely fantastic. I love that, Aurelius. And again, we need some thermal lance in this hood. Getting it down with the thermal lances. And up here we also see Robo Bay Tech with the Immortals coming out. Nice swath of gateways. Actually, does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. A swath of gateways? What? Now, good placement on the observer. I'm gonna pretend that never happened. Okay, so yeah, there's only one observer for Woodhaus because that's how it's always been, obviously. And I wasn't even saying anything about the other observer because that'd be really stupid. Okay, so 1-1 just about to finish up for Aurelius. And does Woodhaus have any other upgrades? Let's take a look here. I don't think he does. Oh, here we go. Here's 1-1 on the way. And Aurelius is going to go and take a third base, and so is Woodhaus. So, very, very, very similar timings. Let's actually take a look at the workers killed here. Actually, that's not very exciting, so I'm going to turn that away. Alright, so worker lead does go to Aurelius, but not by much, for sure. We have a very even game going on here. More stalkers being warped in. I like the difference in composition. Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Warp Prism coming into the main base. What kind of damage is this Warp Prism going to be able to do? It's full of zealots. What's he going to do? He's going to drop and target the pylon. And then there's going to be a warp into stalkers. Taking tons of damage. He needs to micro the stalkers. No, Aurelius. He's targeting the Warp Prism down, which is an okay move, I guess. But he sacrificed it at what cost? 3 stalkers have gone down. And that's going to be it. So 3 stalkers for a Warp Prism. You know, I'm not totally sure if that was a good trade or not. But I guess we'll find out. Thermal Lance on the way for both players. So are Colossus. And here comes the first. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's so cute. He's such a darling. And both players have the same idea. They want to get this game going here. Actually, Woodhaus wants to get the game going. He's like, alright, screw it, guys. Let's go attack. Sort of. No, I think he's more getting into a defense position for these 3 bases. So if you thought 3-base Protoss was bad, how about 3-base Protoss versus 3-base Protoss? Turtle Party. Alright. Double Colossus production coming out for Aurelius. So I love that play. That is an absolutely fantastic play. I feel like he needs to use this Twilight Council for something. Definitely. And 2-2 is on the way for both players. Obviously, Aurelius's 2-2 is going to be faster. And if he were to hit at the time of that 2-2, or if Woodhaus were to hit, he'd have a significant advantage over his opponent. Unfortunately, army size does tell the difference here. We have 134 to 149. And as you can see, the army for Woodhaus is just generally a little bit bigger. I think it's mostly to do with these zealots, but nothing wrong with that. Nothing a little charge can't fix, right? Interestingly enough, 2 observers are on the way for Aurelius. I wonder if he's worried about Dark Shrine, because when behind Dark Shrine, and you all guys all know that. Army moving out, leaving the Colossus behind. I bet they feel pretty left out. And Woodhaus sitting up at the watchtower. Again, the Xel'Naga watchtower. Why would the Xel'Naga build something that you just, get a little extra vision range from? Why wouldn't you build it so you get the whole map vision? I don't know. It means it's a very limited structure. And that observer's days, well, they're numbered. And he falls on the ground. Probe moving out, probably going to go in. Yes, take a 4th base. Just like Aurelius has already started doing. Wow, these guys, they're so closely timed here. My guess is we're just going to wait until each player gets maxed out. And then we're going to have one big final battle. 58 workers for Woodhaus and 61 for Aurelius. Decent number, especially when both Protosses are on 4 bases. Oh my Lanta, 4 bases is a lot of bases, bro. Now someone's making an Archon. And it's definitely not Aurelius. Yeah, here we go. Woodhaus Bringing in the Archon. It does 43 damage to those Zealots. So that's a nice touch to the composition. These Zealots are going to become, well, not as effective because of that Archon. Proxy Pylon has gone up. Going to be able to warp in close to the battle. And, you know, oh man, +3/+3 on the way for Woodhaus. And only +3 armor is on the way for Aurelius. So, I don't know if that's intentional on his part or if he just forgot. Yeah, there it is. +3, the weapon's on the way. So we're going to have a maxed upgrade. Big, huge, freaking 4-base fight from each Protoss player. And this last battle is basically going to make or break each one of the players. I'm keeping his Colossus in the back. I guess that's cool. And he's going to go and hang out with the Automaton 2000 because they're so cute. I just love them. Uh-oh, here we have a huge army move out coming out from Woodhaus. What's he going to be doing? Is he going to be doing anything with this army? That is the big question. So there's a juicy 4th base right here, and also a juicy 3rd, but it's not as juicy when you're trying to eat rocks with the juicy substances, obviously. So let's see who has the supply advantage here. Armory supply is heavily in favor of Woodhaus. Here we go. Gonna be breaking down the rocks. And does Aurelius see it? Yes, he does. I think we're gonna have a huge battle on our hands, guys. Big Death Ball versus Big Death Ball. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen here? Colossus are gonna be coming from the back. Can he take out the Colossus? This is gonna be huge! Colossus are under siege. Archon not able to do anything. And who's gonna get the superior positioning? Nice choke point. Good work with positioning on Aurelius' part. Zealots running up, getting just fried by the excess of Colossus. Stalkers moving into the front of the field here, taking tons of damage from 6 Colossus. Aurelius definitely has the Colossus lead. Who is going to take the first game between the two Protoss heroes in this best-of-3 series on Antigua Shipyard? Extra warp and reinforcements coming in for Aurelius, and he's going to take out the extra Colossus. That, my friends, is a lot of freaking Colossus. These Stalkers better run for their lives because, well, they're just going to stop, and that's going to be the death of them. Because nobody likes Colossus, and especially nobody likes +3 attack Colossus. And holy freaking crap, that is a lot of Stalkers coming in. Gonna try and do some damage, but those Colossus are way too powerful. So many Colossus. Oh no, those poor Stalkers. GG, well played, comes down from Woodhaus. And that is game 1. Stay tuned for game 2.